What's good, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day today. As you can see, I'm not in my backyard today. I'm at the park with it, um, right there. It's looking real good outside today. I thought I'd take y'all for a little trip with me. Got a mic set up here as well. Hopefully the audio is really good and y'all can't hear the planes this time. So anyway, beautiful day today. Let's get right into today's topic, which is going to be self-esteem. Self-esteem is something that I find myself struggling with all the time. Really, it's like one of the things that I still can't seem to figure out 100%, I'll have great days where I feel good about myself. I look in the mirror, I'm happy, I'm feeling good, confident. Other days where it's the exact opposite. I'm like, damn, I'm ugly, I feel shitty, I look terrible, I feel terrible, I'm not worth anything. I still have those days, and that's the one thing I think that I'm still not able to control 100%. And the thing is, with self-esteem, and the thing I figured out is that's okay. That's okay. A lot of people think self-esteem is being confident in terms of, oh, I'm confident in myself because of what I'm wearing, because of what I'm doing. When people are doing great, people are succeeding, people, get dressed up, get a haircut, then they feel confident. Then they have good self-esteem, And a lot of people tell you to do that. They tell you to, hey, go get a haircut or go get clothes that fit you really well, and then you'll feel confident. But one thing I realized about confidence is that true confidence doesn't come from how you feel about yourself and how you feel about yourself at your best times. But I think true confidence and true self-esteem is not thinking, oh, I'm always going to get this right, but not being afraid to get it wrong, not being afraid to mess up or look bad or do something incorrect, okay? It's being able to take that in stride, learn and improve off of it, and not be embarrassed about it, because you have to realize that we all fail. That's how all great people achieve exceptional things, is they have to go through trials and tribulations and through failure. And that's how they achieve confidence, because they know they've done this stuff before. They've tried, they failed it, and then they kept doing it until they got to a point where they succeeded. So they know what they've been through. That's true confidence. And I know it can be hard because the media can make us feel like if we're not exceptional, if we're not extraordinary, super attractive, super rich, super successful, then we're failures. But the thing is, if everyone was considered exceptional, if everyone was super attractive, super successful, super rich, then no one would stand out. If you guys remember The Incredibles, Syndrome, his whole plan in that movie, right? The famous quote where he says, he wants to make everybody superheroes because if everybody's super, no one will be, right? And that's kind of what I'm going back to. If everybody were rich and successful and as attractive as everybody else, there would be no people that stand out, right? And you don't have to feel bad because you're not as handsome, not as rich, not as successful, not as good at these certain things as some other people. It's okay. It's being not afraid to not be as good at certain things and accepting that and taking that in stride and saying, maybe if I want to, I could get better at this. Or saying that I'm not so good at this, and that's okay. I think the thing that people mess up a lot of the time is that they have to fully realize that true confidence, true self-esteem is internal. Real confidence is not, I like myself because of how I look, but I like myself no matter how I look, because I know my values, I know my morals, I know who I am as a person. I'm not afraid to mess up and learn from it. I'm not afraid to grow from my mistakes. That's real true confidence. Real confidence is being able to accept and overcome your insecurities, having strength, charisma, warmth to the people around you. It doesn't have anything to do with what people say about you, and nobody has to validate you for you to have real true confidence and really believe in yourself. It just comes from being okay with being who you are and not being afraid to fail and always willing to improve and always willing to make strides to get better. It's not about how you look, it's not about what you've done. It's about knowing who you are as a person, not being afraid to fail and not being afraid to grow. That's real confidence, saying I'm gonna be okay whether I mess up or not, because I know whether I succeed or fail, I'm going to use this outcome as a stepping stone for the next thing. That's real confidence. You don't need somebody to tell you that you're attractive or that, you're going to be successful, that you're going to make a lot of money. You have to believe that within yourself first. If people tell you that, that's good. That's just compliments. That's just adding to your boost, to your focus, to, make you feel better. But you shouldn't rely on that to boost your confidence. So the number one thing I'll tell y'all guys is just accept and embrace who you are. Accept and embrace your flaws. I'm not saying not to care. Let's say you got messed up haircut, you haven't cut your hair in weeks. Maybe you got to trim your beard, trim your eyebrows, do all that stuff. Still take care of yourself, brush your teeth, all this stuff. You still got to do it, but things that you can't really change, your height. Biggest thing is height. Like, it's okay, man. Don't worry about being the biggest. Guys try to overcompensate for their height, trying to be bigger than everybody, bro. It's okay that you're not bigger than everybody. Work on something else. Work on being who you are. Establish yourself. Worry about being the smartest guy in the room. Get well educated. You don't have to be the biggest. You'll be more respected if you're more confident in yourself. You have other things going for you. You know who you are. You have your strengths. You know your values, your morals, your principles. Without those, it really doesn't matter how you look. You know what I mean? How tall you are. All these guys that, have supreme confidence just because of their looks, it's fleeting. It's fleeting. Don't have that victim mindset. Realize that whatever happens to you, no matter what your situation is, you can always do something to change it. You can always change your mindset, change your outlook on how you look on the situation. Just because certain situations aren't your fault and you didn't cause them and they happen from external forces you couldn't control, doesn't mean that you can't control and you're not responsible with how you react to that situation and the steps that you take to handle that situation. You have to take accountability for whatever's going on within you. You can control your emotions. You have the ability to control how you feel. Yeah, I'm starting to go off on a bit of a tangent here, but the main point still stands here. I want you guys to realize that true confidence, true self-esteem is internal, and you can choose to develop it. You can choose to be okay with failing and not being the best at everything you do, and not looking the greatest, not being exceptional right now. It doesn't mean you can't get there. You still got to put in hard work and you will be able to get there. I don't want to undermine that, but it's okay. You should feel confident no matter what stage of life you are right now, because you realize that you right now is not even a finished product. You know what you want, you know your goals, you know what you're capable of, you know who you are as a person, you're secure in that, and no one could kick you down from that. And I always say this, people who are talking down bad on you, who are trying to put you down, are never above you. When have you ever seen somebody that's above you try to put you down? Imagine LeBron James just DM'd you. Some dude at the bank who works at the bank just messaged you, hey bro, you suck, you're ugly. Why would he do that? He doesn't care. There's no need for him to do that. So if somebody's doing that to you, they're clearly not ahead of you. They're clearly not, something's up with them. It's not a you thing. Don't worry about it. Don't pay no mind to it. Shrug them off, laugh it off, add on to the joke that they made. They won't expect it. Imagine somebody calls you like ugly, unsuccessful loser, right? You'd be like, yeah, bro, I just do nothing. Like if you play on a joke, they won't expect that. They want to get a reaction out of you. Don't give them a reaction. Know who you are, and that way nothing can faze you. Nothing that anybody nothing that anybody can say to you or about you will faze you. The words that others say towards you, about you, are not a part of you, are not a part of your identity. They're just directed towards you. So anytime anybody calls you a name, gives you a label, places you in a box of some sort, realize that those words are directed at you and they are not a part of who you are. They're not a part of your identity. You define your own self-confidence. You define your own self-esteem. You decide who you are as a person. You decide your values and morals and traits. Nobody could do that for you. Just because people are attacking you and saying these things about you, that doesn't mean that's who you are as a person. You know who you are better than anybody else can tell you. As much as people can be close to you, as much as you tell somebody something, they can't know you. They can't be up here. So don't let whatever anybody says, they can't 100% know any of this stuff. They can't do that. Only you can. So you choose to accept what they say as truth or not. And most of the time, it shouldn't be, because it's just words directed at you. They are not who you are. Continue to improve, everybody. Continue to live a good life, healthy life. Get out into nature, get some sunlight, all the good stuff. And one more announcement. I'm making a Discord server. I'm going to have a link to join in the description down below. I set the Discord server up myself, but there's no way I can run it like smoothly and everything. So anybody who wants to be a part and a mod on my Discord server, an admin, DM me on Instagram. We could talk about it. We'll discuss details, anything like that. If you want to be a part of the Discord server, first come, first serve. Everybody is going to join down below in the description. If you want to become a member, and if you want opportunity to be a mod, if you're really good at that, if you know how to run one, if you know a lot about them, DM me on Instagram, which is also going to be in the description down below. We could talk it out. And maybe you're good at setting up Discord servers or running them yourself, anything like that. hit me up on IG. I'll be glad to talk right now. Link in the description down below if you want to join, become a member. Haven't really done much. I set up all the channels and everything like that, but there's still a little work to be done. So if you want to be the first people and help kind of build this community that we got going over here, make sure join that link in the description down below. I love every single one of y'all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your mental health, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.